What it do? I'm back. So today we're gonna talk about like why you shouldn't why you shouldn't procrastinate, and yeah, like we're just gonna talk about that procrastination. And the thing is, procrastination is something harsh. Why? Because the reason why you will procrastinate, for your mind it feels very good. We all know, like, sometimes it's just those lazy things, right? But 9 out of 10 times you oftentimes feel like, nah, right now I'm not capable enough to do this, to do that, to do this, to do that. And in your mind it will really feel like, okay, yeah, I'm really right about that, right? I'm really too incapable to do this or that right now. But the hard truth is, you will probably never feel capable. I think if you will ask like all the successful people, then that's what they will tell you. Like, it will it will never really be a 100% sure thing. It will always be with doubts, and if you listen to those doubts and to the little things that make you continue to procrastinate, then probably your life won't really evolve. Because I was really thinking about that, and that's why I say like it's a difference between intellectual knowledge and emotional knowledge. And intellectual knowledge is, if I tell you, if I will tell you like, yeah man, if you don't do it today, you will never do it, you will agree with me. But emotional knowledge is really like feeling the truth of it. Like, you're really contemplating, and all of a sudden it really enters your mind, and you're like, damn, that's really true. And that's what I had with procrastination too. I was like thinking about, like, bro, all those people that didn't fulfill their dreams, they had goals too, but they procrastinated, and in their mind it felt right, because they were feeling some type of pain. And we all know those things are real, but it will never it will never be a 100% sure thing. You will never feel capable enough to do this or do that. And that's really the thing. And the thing is, like, procrastination, that makes it hard, right? Because like it will feel for you like, okay, I got real reasons for it. But at the end of the day, time will go by. Time will wait on nobody. That's why you shouldn't wait on it neither, for the time to be right. Because the right time, you will never get there. You will never get there. And like, that's also something like, I think I've mentioned this before already, but a dude, he told me like, yeah, you're looking for answers, bro, answers that you will never get. And that's also like, right now I'm going through like phases of trauma that I'm really like, I don't know, I feel too numb, not like alive enough to do things, really low in mental energy, really like doubting myself, low self-esteem, things like that. But and that's why I procrastinate. That's my reason why it feels real for me, and that why it makes me feel incapable to procrastinate. Because what I really have is like, I really tell myself like, okay, right now I can't do this because I'm too traumatized, or my mind has too low energy because I'm just working through those childhood trauma things. And but the thing is, I think really what happened in my past, I won't get certain answers for it, right? And of course, maybe I really need to go to therapy, things like that. But maybe that's also a procrastination that I do. But at the same time, it's also, I also got other goals, right? And if I will just wait until I feel like healed enough to do those things, then it will probably take a long time. And that long time might be until my death, when I'm on my deathbed. Because you might really, that's why also like, healing from, now I realize this about childhood trauma. Like, everything, at the end of the day, is destiny. If it wasn't for you to go through it, then you wouldn't go through it. So maybe that's the thing that, I mean, like, that's really how you build character to reach your goals, even though your during your childhood you were traumatized and went through this and that. That's maybe like your mission, your purpose, how you will build your character and like fulfill your life. That's why I say like you can't. Destiny is destiny. What happened, it happened, and it happened like that because it. That's really the way how it should have happened. So yeah, like you really need to realize that, man. Procrastination, it's a cool thing because you're not that different from all those people. That's also like as soon as people start making some money and start like opening up their mind, they read the books and they get that intellectual knowledge, right? But the emotional knowledge, that's why I say the emotional knowledge is only a handful of people have that, and that's why I say like because how many people read all the books, Think and Grow Rich, all the financial books, all the self-help books, self-improvement books, they read them. But how many people are actually successful, are actually like real life successful? Not a handful. And that's why it's only intellectual knowledge. And the people, and a lot of, I would say like 9 out of 10 people, bro, have the intellectual knowledge. Even the people that you would label as NPCs or people that are in the matrix, things like that, they have the intellectual knowledge. But what lacks them is that emotional knowledge, the emotional understanding to really realize, okay, today is all the day it's everything I have, bro. And how scary it feels, how sometimes how numb you will feel because it feels like, oh no, I don't have the feeling, the energy to do this. I can tell you, bro, I've been like, right now I've been already reading for like what, a year, maybe 2 years for things to get like better. And it will probably never happen. Like probably it's also things that I should do like therapy, things like that to make it better. But that's also me just procrastinating. That's my example of things that I'm procrastinating on, like starting a businesses and really just throwing yourself out there and really just getting that first client, even though your skill, even though you don't feel like capable enough in your skill level. Go to therapy, even though you don't feel like talking about certain things. Like yeah, it won't. That's my biggest fear. Like going to therapy. I don't know. Like certain things I don't wanna talk about, but I notice it. Something is like running running after me from the past. But like yeah, man, really like procrastination. Like you might really need to have that emotional knowledge, and to really have that emotional knowledge, I think you need to go through your phase of only the intellectual knowledge that you will have about that today is the only day that you will have. Because if you will read the books and then you feel like very aware and very like more advanced in comparison to other people, and then will that time go by, right? And when you just make those excuses for yourself, and then all of a sudden, like I'm turning 20 tomorrow. It isn't that old, but I could have I could have achieved more. Maybe that's wrong to say because like how I've said, like your what you went through that, but I could have achieved more if I didn't like waited for the perfect timing. If I didn't focus on the past, because that's also a true thing. Maybe I don't have to go to therapy. Maybe I don't, because at the end of the day, you will just talk about things from the past, and I feel like that's also something that I'm stuck with in those two things. Like, do you need to focus on the past and go to therapy and resolve your trauma? So far it is able, because like, why would you go to therapy if that was basically the thing that you were supposed to go through? So now how I think about it now, like why would you talk about it? You were supposed to go through it. That was your suffering that you had to go through. Not, that's just how I think about it right now because like, and now I may be switching the conversation, but fuck that because all of a sudden I got this like insight on like you were supposed to go through like go through that. Otherwise it wouldn't happen. So what is like the benefit of talking about it? That was just you. And I do think the only thing that therapy does is giving you that self-acceptance. And that's the thing, like that is good about therapy, but just talking about the things that happen, that won't make your life better. And I can kind of tell you that, and I've heard this before, and I can tell you this from own experience because I've been talking with friends, but it doesn't get better. The only thing that makes it better is the self-acceptance. That's maybe what therapy. That's kind of like the only goal of therapy, self-acceptance, releasing those emotions through self-acceptance, like really accepting what happened. That's really the only thing that is like helpful about therapy. That's basically the entire goal. But like, yeah, man. Then we will just get to the core of this conversation. That is, don't waste time for waiting on answers because whatever you went through and are going through, that's basically made for you. You need to go through that. The things that you're experiencing right now, the thoughts that you're experiencing right now, everything, the feelings, you were supposed to go through that. But the goals that you have in your mind are also goals that you don't carry those goals for a reason. That's also something serious. And if people would really realize that on the emotional level, I think that would make it more serious. Like that's basically, goals are like, I don't know, like energy vibrations that your mind receives from the greater mind, which is the universe, whatever you want to call it. And your individual mind receives that from the greater mind that it's connected to, which we're all connected to. Like the universe, we're all one. Like that's why they call it universe, right? One. But so yeah, like you really need to listen to whatever the universe is giving to you, because those goals that you have, you won't have them for a reason. But if you will let your thinking brain like take over your life and will continue to tell the stories like, nah, I'm not ready enough, I'm too traumatized, I'm too this, then bro, like it won't get better. And I even really need to look in the mirror because like I got too many things that I'm still waiting on, like for it to get better before I do take action. So this is not definitely not me bashing you. This is just me talking to me. So like, yeah, man, bro, it really won't get better until you make it better. That's like really what I also posted this on Twitter. Like I'm trying to really realize this on an emotional level. Like it really won't, because also not, this is just another insight. That's why I say like start your personal brand, like just talking about what you're going through, because you will get more insights because you're talking about it. But just another insight that I just gained is like, bro, I just forgot it. Just another insight that I just gained. So damn. So wait. So damn, like I don't want this to take up the entire video, but I just got that shit. Wait. Yeah, so I got it. So like basically procrastinating is also like putting your power in the hands of somebody else, because you need to really think about this. You have a goal in mind, but you tell yourself, nah, the time is not ready. So basically you're telling, no, I don't believe enough in my own capabilities that I like that I can do this right now. And I can kind of say you like at this moment believing that you're not capable enough to do this or that, that's okay. But like entirely like putting your the power out of your hands by not taking action, that's not okay, because now you're just really neglecting the thing that you want, because you have a goal, right? And the goal is the thing that the universe gave you because it matches with your vibration. It and if you don't take up action upon that, now you're just neglecting it. And yeah, bro, like now you're lying to yourself. And that's also another thing that will only so no, now you were already like waiting for it to get better, but now you're lying more and more to yourself. So what will happen now is like now you'll be like 2 years down the line, and now you're thinking back like, so you life was already worse in your eyes because you were waiting for things, and now you haven't taken up action, took action upon the things that you wanted to actually to take action upon. That will only make your already worse life only even more worse. So now your life is worse because actually you made it like that. And that's the thing. Like that's really the thing that I really like understand on the emotional level. It's still like there is still some parts of me that need to have like that self-acceptance through it and things like that. But yeah, that's really that, man. Like, don't lie to yourself. Don't procrastinate. Whatever you want, take action up on it. And it might. I think it is really okay to start slow, but take action up on it, and eventually you will gain the. Once you're in that loop, there's no way back. Like once you're in that loop, there's no way back. So yeah, man, that was my video, man. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter. We can hop on one-on-one coaching calls, and I can help you with whatever I can help you with. So yeah, feel free to message me about that on Twitter. And yeah, man, if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. If you like the content, check out my other videos. Leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you want to see, if it involves like self-improvement, which is like a very broad thing. It includes spirituality, business, whatever, health. Bro, just let me know. And yeah, like really let me know. That also challenged me, right? Let's say you comment down below that you want to see a video about, let's say, something about spirituality, and you ask me a question that I don't know of. Now I'm like kind of motivated to learn about it so that I can educate people more about it. So yeah, man, hit me up, let me know. That was basically my video. I'm out.